Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 Darkhorse Classic and Booyah Cup finale live here in Sturtevant, Wisconsin. We had some really bad internet dirty air that Mr. Stewart had to, go out there himself, climb the pole, and fix it. So
yeah, I noticed his face was flushed and red from the exterior pole climbing, and he's pretty savvy about getting this show back on the road.
I didn't think he had it in him.
No, I didn't either.
I'm really happy that he was able to almost survive.
He almost fell, but I was there to catch him possibly.
What a big matchup we got right now. Alex Spellman, Jason Watt, Danny Baggish, Leonard Gates. This is the heavyweight duo that we've seen a few times now, with it getting the best of both times with Baggish and Gates.
Baggish and Gates, tough duo, but Spellman and Watt, equally as tough. It's going to come down to those timing shots and camaraderie and playing well together.
Absolutely, and you're seeing it here. This is the first time these two have met since the Booyah Cup finale. Every bit of about 12 hours ago is when that thing wrapped up. They played 30 legs total against each other last night, and that's Leonard Gates and Alex Spellman. Leonard Gates winning in the last chance opportunity, 6-4 over Alex Spellman. Becomes the first person in history to win this event 3 times in a row.
The only person to retain the title for the men's. And one interesting fact about that is that they played 30 legs, and it was a 16-14 leg differential if you went by their just total legs for Leonard Gates, if they were straight best of 31.
Absolutely. Hola, Carlos. ¿Cómo estás? From Colombia. That's awesome. Huh? And as you can see, we are still dealing with dirty air, so my theory is not correct on what was happening with the internet. To me, it was a weird coincidence that right before Jeremy Byrne was supposed to play on stream, the internet started getting wonky. Then as soon as the match was over, it started to come back a little bit. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that it was him who sabotaged it, but it definitely could have been.
I mean, we are producing a show that's live the internet on streams.
It's the one thing we can't do anything about.
We just don't have the level of control that we would love to have.
Yep. Yeah, we really think it is the wind outside.
It's cold and it's windy.
Yep.
First leg goes to Spellman and Watt, commanding 1-0 lead in this best of 3 legs.
And, usually when he does that side turn, it's going in. Only 6 for Mr. Gates. Spellman's going to match that. Ideally. Yeah, Spellman and Watt. 1-0 lead over Danny Baggish and Leonard Gates. This is best of 3 legs, race to 2, all cricket. And they just diddle for the start. It will be loser starts after that, and if they go to last leg decider, they will diddle for start and last leg decider.
Yeah. No.
There is no PPD player to be in rule.
No. Well, yeah. Well, if you're up 2-0, you're done and moving on.
Exactly.
So you're pretty much.
You might get to go first, but it's against a different team.
Exactly.
Boom goes the dynamite from Jason Watt.
Had a nice conversation with Jason Watt. I've always been a big BDG fan. Of course, he's the North American representative for Winmore, for space in the United States. Playing primarily steel, he has a huge soft tip background.
Absolutely.
And one of the things he said he's noticed this weekend is he's moved up to a 24-gram dart and the steel, throwing an 18 dressed out to 20 today, and he's really feeling it. It's just not flying as straight as he's used to. So, but still dynamic on the boards.
Well, especially he's trying to get used to these Red Dragon barrels that, that he's now sponsored by. And, again, he has he's one of those guys that we absolutely have a mutual respect for because of how hard he's worked in the industry to try to grow the game, and it shows with the sponsorships that we've seen. It shows with Winmore sponsoring this event, Winmore sponsoring the CDC, and Bowls the movie is sponsored by Winmore. I mean, and it's the best dart company. I mean, arguably the top dart company in the world, and it's an absolute great thing that he's doing.
He's doing great things. He has seen and felt the need for a big push in North American darts. Winmar is recognized it. They're putting the resources out there. Guys, if you look around at some of the unique products they're putting out, like the mat with the Aki, that's just amazing.
Yeah, it is.
That's growth for us as players. Better equipment, better supplies.
Papa John's.
Exactly. Papa John's, baby. But back to the match. Watt Spellman up 1-0.
Yeah. Jason Watt throwing a 7.0 in this leg, threw extremely well in the first leg. And that's what he's been able to do from time to time. And he's getting more and more consistent at that top level of form. He used to have that top level of form in COVID, and then he just became known as a live streamer, and started to get the love for playing again, and then started really raising that average again, and he's now back to being what he has always wanted to be, which is a player, and still a very, very public face for darts in North America, and has done a great things for the sport. All 6'7", 6'8" of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of trees walking around here for me. Little stumpy Ryan walking around looking up all the trees.
And this one, driver's seat again for Watt and Spellman. He can slam the door shut right here.
Monster turn, dude.
This could be done in 3 darts. And yeah,
bullseye.
Essentially a coffin shot of a different kind. It's still hammering the nail in.
Yeah, it's driving it home with that double bullseye. Spellman just needs one to take a 2-0 lead,
and that's
to advance in the bracket.
2-0 lead will do it. And there you go. Now Danny Baggish and Leonard Gates are on the loser side of the bracket, so yay! Everyone's excited for that.
The Spellman Watt winners will either take on Rick Hensey and Tyler Hensey or
Dan Burke and Cody Brunella.
Cody Brunella. So it is not easy to win this thing, folks, especially when you got those juggernauts from both sides up here and then more right behind them.
Absolutely, guys. Don't go anywhere. The internet is getting back in business, which we appreciate. That means we get to get back in business. But hit that share button, hit that like button, and we'll be right back with more coverage right after a short look at whatever Will decides to give us.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
complete, incredible stuff. The world number one is world champion.
Breaking soft tip news, Windmill has announced a string of American player signings, including PDC superstar Jules Van Dongen. You've known about Leonard Gates, of course. However, we also saw Mike Maloney, Rick Hensey, and Garrett Rakowski, who are prominent soft tip players. Not to say they've never won anything on the steel tip side, but they are renowned for their soft tip accomplishments and dominance in the US. And for you folks overseas unfamiliar with these guys, just go on over to our YouTube page at USA Darts, type in their names in the search bar. We have dozens of great matches featuring all 5 of the new Windmouse sponsored players. You will not be disappointed. It is astonishing to see 3 sponsorships that are soft tip leaning by a major darts brand with over 50 years of experience in the industry, not to mention the Blade 6 being the board sponsor for the PDC. So if that doesn't answer the question, why do people play soft tip? I don't know what else can. We totally understand how the UK folks might not get it and just don't realize how popular soft tip is globally, but trust us, we at USA Darts Production literally make half of our living streaming soft tip events and the other half streaming steel tip. You don't have to like or respect the soft tip side, but at least be aware. Soft tip is obviously beloved by enough people who truly enjoy participating. And now players are getting signed by Windmouse. I can't wait to see what's next. The new FitPoint Plus CC conversion points. The CC in the name stands for carbon composite, which is a material that is very durable yet very lightweight, close to the soft tip plastic points you're used to throwing. They come in 2 available lengths to choose from, the shorter 25mm and the longer 30mm. They feature barbed tips that help to prevent bounce outs. Something to be said about these is they're very aggressive at first, versus being made smooth and wearing out to virtually nothing. So you can speed up the smoothing process by taking sandpaper to the barbed section. Here's a quick comparison of a brand new set versus a set used in a few games. When these were brand new, we noticed they pulled up fibers from the dartboard, so we recommend throwing at unpopular numbers. The left side of the board, definitely not the bullseye, treble, or doubles. They include a FitPoint Plus tool to loosen and tighten them. Couple that with a set of O-rings and you're darn near guaranteed a secure fit. That concludes our review. This product is available on our website, atozdarts.com. Remember, we're your partner in darts, and thanks for watching.
L-Style Lip Point Premium 30s.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 Booyah Cup live here in Sturtevant, Wisconsin. Butchered that to start off the gate. Sean Green, Ryan Mooneyham, and we just got fired. So, well, at least I did, but Ryan by proxy.
Well, if you get fired, I get fired. With this, we stand together.
This is an absolutely fantastic winterside matchup. That is Taylor Thaxton. And that is what Taylor Thaxton can do. Boom goes the dynamite.
Right out of the gate, big 9. Back up. The 2 mark just to start.
Here is Skylar Bell-Richard.
Needs to go 20s. He's got to stay there. Oh, not going to be happy.
That's a Blvd dart where I'm from. What's that called for you?
A miss?
Oh, you don't actually have a person that just always would do it?
Nah.
Oh, so you're in a weird area. Okay.
Yeah, weird area. Hillbilly. We wear shoes.
Shout out to Blvd for that bad boy in Indy. A legend for the triple 12.
Actually, yeah, we call that the Baxter shot.
Oh, now I changed his mind.
Now I'm changing my mind. I forgot that we do have that trip 12 combination out of one of our players. So it's called the Baxter.
I'm so surprised you didn't just. Oh yeah, we call that a Blvd dart where we're from. Like
no,
just steal it completely from.
Well, you know what? I'll probably steal that now.
Marquise Womble and Skylar Bell-Richard taking on Julie Weger and Taylor Thaxton. Taylor start off with a 9, and she's staying perfect. And we knew that she was perfect personality-wise, but right now almost perfect on the dartboard. 7.50. Follows the 9 with a 6.
Big shots from Taylor. Puts her and Weger out front. Skylar has to hammer the 17s.
And
not
instead
going to
she's
go.
hammering the 3s really hard. Gives a thumbs up.
She must have heard us.
Well, listen. End of the day, she threw 2 triples.
Yeah.
Julie, great adjustment on dart 2. Just
Julie
moving
Weger.
along.
I'd like to know her full resume.
It's lengthy, extensive, and
amazing.
Yeah. And accomplished.
Oh, wow. Soft and steel.
Yep.
National titles, world events, international player. Bam, bam, bam.
Marquise has been throwing really well today overall. You saw her start off with a 7 mark to start off the leg. It almost looks like she's trying to aim those last 2 darts, or those last 2 rounds, instead of just firing in the dartboard. Taylor Thaxton, though, in fuego right now.
Definitely what I would call.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. 7.33.
She is in beast mode. Just destroying that dartboard every turn.
Skylar going straight to the bowl. And this is just practice for the next leg. 1.0 for Skylar is going to be probably her worst average that she's had in years for one-legged darts. And that could be just getting used to the Aki and two things like that. They have not played over here like this weekend, whereas Taylor and Julie have. Only a couple times, but still. It makes a difference. It really does.
Well, there's a different atmosphere. Playing on carpet over on the floor events, playing on a raised surface, composite floor.
Yep.
The floor events have a tape line. The finals area has a Naki. It's different lighting packages. Yep. It's just different.
6.00 for Taylor Thaxton.
I'd give her the MVP of that leg.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
She obviously has been the one giving her husband lessons instead of taking them recently. So Marquise going to get it started here in leg number 2, down 1-0. And unfortunately, only starts with a 3 mark, and the 3 mark does not include the close. And Julie Weger is just going to take advantage of that, to say the least. Went for the 18s.
Got 2 trip 20s to go, one other trip 18 to open another house.
Throw has been stolen so far. Skylar closes the 20s, which I like that move, actually, on the first dart. Gets close on the 18s, and see if Taylor decides to open a new wedge or go after the 18s right away. It's a new wedge.
Smart shot there. Get a new wedge just in case we need it for point. Now I can look at that 18. She just missed. It's the right shot.
Yeah, it
good
was.
combination.
And she is throwing so well right now that when she's missing, they are just on the other side of the wire.
Marquise.
Yeah, she's been throwing fire today and just a little bit off so far, but right now they got to get going quickly or this one might be over.
Well, when Julie Weger goes up, misses on the 18, she goes back and hammers within her trip 19. You really give the red-hot thrower right now of Thaxton a lot to work with. We were just discussing that about a partnership out there. If your partner's throwing smoke, keep adding to that fire. Let them just keep staying hot.
Yeah, unfortunately, Skylar she's been off. And obviously, the worst two legs of darts that this combined pair has thrown, or else they wouldn't be in this position here.
Exactly.
Who have they defeated coming into this? I'm actually interested with that. Other way.
Bell Richard took out
Melton and Gucci. That's a great team. And then Woods and Alexander. And then they defeated the Bye in the first round. So
the Bye was their toughest match so far.
Well, this one's
tougher.
Yeah.
This one's coming tougher.
Julie Weger. Just going to do her job, the bare minimum. Little trip for Singh on the last dart. Everyone got to love when you get that triple on dart 3. Should have been dart 1. Could have been dart 1. Would have been cool if it was. And sometimes bad electrician syndrome is contagious, and she's just wiring the wrong side of the target.
I've said this 100 times.
Right on the wires every time.
Yeah, the board will giveth, and the board will take away.
And
that crossover shot moving with the 16s and 15s. She threw it a little bit light, but then she took composure, pulled back for a second, reset her mind, smashed it. Good stuff.
Marquise and Skylar still in this thing. This would only be their first loss. They would just go to the loser side of the bracket. And that's what Marquise is known for doing, is hitting big shots and scoring well. Skylar's going to be disappointed in herself, but she's going to have to shake it off pretty quickly. And she will. And that's been the storyline right here. Wire. Last dart, though, hits the target. And I'm just assuming that's the last dart that she's going to throw in this leg in this match.
23 points up, 3 houses, straight to the bullseye.
And the confidence is so much there. Yeah, there it is. 4.09 to follow the 6.0 from Taylor Thaxton. MVP of that match, to say the least. She crushed it. There's nothing that unfortunately they just ran into a buzzsaw right there and didn't have it for 5 minutes, and that's all it takes.
Yeah, you run into a buzzsaw of Taylor Thaxton, whose partner happens to be Julie Weger. That's a pretty tall order to try to move forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, the coverage brought to you by two bald guys and the guy with hair. Sean Green, Ryan Mooneyham, Will Stewart, live here at the Booyah Cup, 3rd annual Booyah Cup. And listen, we're going to take a short break, waiting on the next match. We'll be right back with more action coming your way after this.
All right, folks, welcome back here as we'll turn down our music and get underway. Alex Spellman, Jason Watt taking on Dan Burke and Cody Brunello here in this doubles matchup. Appreciate you joining us. William Stewart here alongside me, Mr. Ryan Mooneyham for this one. As you can tell, Sean Green's back there talking to some guy named David Fadham. So he'll be in here momentarily. But we can handle this business without him, correct?
Yeah, especially when we get to see Dan Burke doing some business with 7 on the 20s. Spellman only manages 2 to get started. Burke buries 7 back. But here comes Jason Watt, MVP of the last match.
Yeah, it was kind of funny seeing the camaraderie after the match as Watt was definitely making it apparent that he was carrying the group here.
Could you imagine having Spellman as your partner and you do what you need to do to let that machine take over?
Right.
Recognize how strong your partner is. Recognize what your partner needs to move forward. That's what it takes to win these matches.
100%. 100%. This is a round 3 winner side matchup, for those that are wondering.
Burke and Brunella went through Rick Hinsey and Tyler Hinsey. And before that, they had Schmidt and Thaxton. And they opened up against Ryan Gervis and Robbie Wismith. Our Spellman and Watt just took out Baggish and Gates, pushed them to the loser side. Before that, they had John Pilgrim and Bob Anderson. And they opened up against Kobe and Sasser. So any one of those teams that we just mentioned that have been eliminated by these 2 teams could win this thing.
Cody going after the Trip 18. Knows he needs some points here. He's going to have to stay there. Especially with Spellman behind you. He's got that higher number.
Yeah, we've been discussing that high ground all weekend. Playing partners, sometimes you don't look at any closes. You just put up the points, let your partner do the work. With Spellman having the high ground, he will stay on the 19s.
Big shout out to some of our sponsors for this event. We were kind of flashing that logo here and there, but Ruckus Dart Divas, Red Dragon, Fit Flight, Racing Amusements, Winmore, Cosmo Darts, L-Style, Fountain Banquet Hall, and Shot Darts. We also want to thank Super Darts as well as Justine Gable Photography for their help as well and their support. A lot of the sponsors really help things financially. They help things just really create that atmosphere that you want to have in darts where you're playing for a good amount of money.
We have a very professional setup here.
Oh, yeah.
And that professional setup wouldn't be possible without those sponsors.
It's the first time that we've done the inverted PTZ camera for the board instead of having a tripod in the way. And you can really tell from a spectator's side, it's really provided a nice thing because last night for the final we had a little crowd there, just a little one, but nothing in the way of blocking them. They got a couple TVs that they can watch as well. So
yeah, and it's what's really cool is we were able to pan into the crowd, and people see themselves up on the big screen and they're waving their hands. Man, that's fun stuff. That's fun stuff.
Definitely so. Dan.
If I remember right, I've called a few of Dan Burke's matches. I think he's always smacking on a gun, if I can remember right.
Oh yeah, he's chewing on some gum there. Nice jersey for sure, the graffiti look. Justin Hightower, how's it going, sir? Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Sarah, how are you? Thanks for joining us as well. Do you have a pro-am shoot there? I do not believe we do. It's actually just non-pro, pro, or the women's bracket for our doubles events. Big 9 mark there from Watt.
Yeah, with the length and the depth of the Booyah Cup itself, placing any more events on Saturday would not work.
Yeah, and we've done this is our 3rd year. We've done some different things every year, slightly different things. So adjusting as we go, but we're figuring out that proper great format that's going to work year in, year out no matter what. And I'm sure Jeremy Byrne will have that hashed out sooner rather than later. Dustin Holt joining us as well in the chat. Love to see that.
Yeah, Dustin Holt, third-place finisher, Booyah Cup.
You got to feel, Dustin, you should feel very good about that, honestly. I mean, that's a dang good room of competitors yesterday for that Booyah Cup.
Only person to defeat Dustin yesterday was Alex Spellman twice.
Jason asking, what's the secret of the finger lick before a throw? Laugh aloud, I noticed it on a lot of players. Gates gets called out a lot for that, and he really shouldn't, because everybody has their own way of creating some grip on the dart. I do it, a little lick of the fingers before I step to the hockey, gives me the right grip, I feel, to perform my best. David Fathom, who's back there, he went up to Ryan this week and said, hey, do you have any wax? So he's got a little wax that he puts in his pocket and utilizes that. Same thing, maybe just a little bit different. Some people use rosin to dry their hands.
Trip 15, double bull finish. Leg number 1, Watt Spellman. Burke Brunello look to start leg 2. Yeah, there's a lot of little things. So, you see some players that carry a towel. You see some players that carry their darts on their hip. You see others that will play with long sleeves. I mean, it really is what is the best for you. I personally like to play with nothing in my pockets, like the old tin cup thing. Put one phone here, I want nothing in my pockets. I don't want to reach down and touch a set of keys or a wallet. I want everything out of my pockets. Little things.
Another good question as we'll get into the match here in just a moment. But Ricky asks, is steel tip not as popular in the States? I think it's about 50-50 right now. We've it was more heavy swayed towards the soft tip side, but we're kind of equaling out with the likes of DPFL online stuff. And I think we're starting to see more players do both as well, which is great, where maybe they're dabbling in the steel tip side if they're only soft tip, or the opposite.
I think one of the biggest things that has helped our soft tip transfers overs was Dart Connect.
100%. 100%. Well, Watt, been playing well here in this one. Let's see if you can continue it on. It sure looks like it.
The one other thing I want to give you one more thing, Mr. Smith, is with USA Darts Productions, we don't just don't stream steel or stream soft.
Yep.
We stream it all. We stream the league matches on Mondays and Wednesday nights, specialized matches from a league program. We do all-stars on the weekends for triples. We bounce in and out of bars. So there's no true thing that we feature only. We just feature it all.
Yep. First 3 events of the year we're all steel tip, and now we're starting to see some of that soft tip make its way in.
And it's been pretty interesting if you get into the chats and you read some of the chats from like the YouTube channels. Our over the seas followers are growing, and they're asking a lot of good questions. They're very interested in seeing how the soft tip side works or the strategies of the game of cricket.
We're starting to see those Europeans join us, which is great for our game because more attention on us is we can go over there and do more things. Maybe we see some exhibitions take place and whatnot. I do want to mention, if you're having issues on Facebook, we've noticed a lot of people are having more issues, and maybe it's not just on our internet side. I think it's more just Facebook in general. So if you're having any issues on there, go over to YouTube. I guarantee you're going to have a better, smoother experience. Well, Burke, eyeing the 16s, takes him out over the 15s.
Trip 16, trip 15, goodbye. Right in the bullseye, Spellman. He's asking questions. What do you want me to do? You want me to sweep the 20s and 15s?
I do love that Sean has not moved an inch since this match started. He has been fully invested in this conversation with David Fathom.
We're going to have like 10 matches streamed in the finals, and when Sean comes walking back over, he's like, hey, what's our next match? Dude, we're over. Sean likes to talk darts. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. Double bullseye. Bam, bam. We are going to the last leg decider, folks.
I love it. 1-1.
Diddling for the start. Hard to tell from here. Looks like it's a tie ball. David Lopez, where can you get one of those throw line nets? Right now, it's a Winmar product, so I don't know who has it as far as vendors.
It's just making its way into distributors around the U.S., so be on the lookout for those in the very near future. I think Jason actually brought these up himself, so. Boy, that spring forward caught up on all of us, didn't it? There's a lot of those eyes in the hall that are a little bit tired, a little bit sleepy today.
Not a bad start. Five mark to open. Burke will want to at least try to flip seven on the 19s.
Look at Spellman back there. You think he's tired?
Nah, not dropping his head. Not closing his eyes.
Ryan, if you were here earlier, we already mentioned it about the graffiti jersey. Pretty nice stuff there from Dan. I'm digging it. That CSC Season 6 has that kind of graffiti look, which I am really digging it.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Well, Brunello.
Not going to be happy with just two.
Yeah, I think Spellman should attack here right off the bat.
Go get rid of the 19. Grab your 18. Stay there. Now he's going to move to the 20. Give it right back to his partner.
Yeah.
So that's a partner move in a lot of ways. And it's a singles move, but, okay, look, I didn't get it. I'll go put 20 more points up. It stretches our lead just a little bit. I'll give it back to Jason to take down. Burke's going to have to think, do I need to pile in a lot of 19s for his partner? .57 gives us the point lead.
Walk attack, yeah, it looks like he eyeballing those 19s right off the get-go.
Just eyeing the brackets. If you want to look at the brackets, you can go to CompuSport, type in Darkhorse Classic, Booyah Cup Finale. You're going to be able to pull up the brackets we're currently looking at.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that in the chat for you folks.
Just kind of hit refresh from time to time. You can see what's going on. Next up on our stream, we got the women's queen seat match. Uyghur Thaxton versus Olivia Terrier and Paula Murphy. So
should be a good one.
More exciting action headed your way.
All right, Watt, go ahead and take advantage here. 18s, even if you just hit 3 fats, you're okay. Earn 21-point advantage.
Trip 18, goodbye. Trip 17, goodbye.
Jason Watts playing fantastic today. And I bet you Spellman is really enjoying it because he's like, go ahead, do the dirty work, brother.
Come on, brother. You got it.
I'll be the backpack.
Yeah. Winner of this will go to the king seat match against Bobson and Eisner. So a lot on the line right here, right now.
Bob Zine and Tim Eisner. That is definitely a good team to see up there in that mix. They're a common team duo together. They've taken down some Whammo state dart tournaments as well as a doubles group. So good to see them in that position.
Forced into the bull. Not going to be happy with dart 2. Got to make a move. Three bulls to take it and to get them a berth in the king seat match.
I thought Ryan was dying there for a minute.
I was about ready to cough.
655 for
Oh my gosh.
Jason. What was that?
I was trying to talk and cough at the same time.
Oh my! Well,
Holy cow.
There you go, folks. After about calling 911 here, Ryan survives this matchup, and so
I got
do
so
you.
excited about a single bull, double bull finish.
Alrighty, folks. Hang tight. We'll have more action coming your way here next on USA Darts and our conclusion of the Darkhorse Classic and Booyah Cup.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 Darkhorse Classic and Booyah Cup finale. This is the queen seat of the women's doubles cricket event. And, well, there's nothing shocking about this queen seat match. Paula Murphy and Olivia Terry taking on Taylor Thaxton
And Julie
Weegar. You heard that sultry voice. That is Mr. Will Stewart. I'm Sean Green. And, man, what an absolutely phenomenal weekend we've had here. There's way too many highlights to actually be able to name too many of them. But Will, give me a couple highlights for you.
Oh, the king seat match for sure. Last night was incredible.
Ridiculous.
That's just unreal what happened there in that king seat match.
What would you have said if you were doing our jobs and? Like, at a certain point, it just seemed like what we would say is useless.
Yeah, you just got to stop talking and be like, well, you're
and
watching
I did.
this, folks. Yeah.
That's the quietest I think I've ever been in comms after a certain point because there's just nothing I can do.
And, maybe it kind of happened last year, too, with Danny and Gates, where maybe that first match was just a little bit better than the final. And we saw that, but at the same time, the final was an epic duel, and I'm glad it went to a second set, and we got more darts for the money. I mean, no money at all. It's free content.
Yeah.
But, yeah, 20 legs of action in our final last night for the men. And then the women's as well. I mean, yes, it is unfortunate.
Yep.
Chrissy, that little situation. But overall, Lisa Yee coming out on top and Liz Tynan going in third. You gotta show a little love to that final as well.
1,000%. And the final was epic. It was very good. Went to a last leg decider. And Lisa said that she felt pretty good at a certain point and was just on the wires, and then it finally just clicked at the end. And that was perfect timing. But Liz Tynan gave her everything that she possibly handle. Well-deserved from Lisa Yee. And she becomes the second Booyah Cup female champion. And the only one else is this extremely talented individual, Paula Murphy, who defeated Olivia Terry last year in the final. Just saying, there's a lot of star power here on the starboard.
There really is. No denying it. Well, Murphy Terry was your
finals last year.
Yeah, finals last year, which is just I will say Olivia probably not happy with her finish this year. She's very competitive nature, but can't ask for a better teammate than Paula Murphy.
No, and we saw in the previous match for the ladies, Taylor Thaxton, if you did not know who she was beforehand, well, you have an inkling now based on the last match that she just was dominant. She's still throwing a 4 right now.
An absolute display, and yeah, and just another one of those players when you get going,
oh yeah,
nothing's stopping you.
And when I walked out there and talked to her before the match started, I was like, how's it going today? She's like, I'm feeling pretty good. And she was not a wolfing. There was no joking at all. Here is Julie Weegar. She ended up being the final qualifier for the Booyah Cup, making it in at the last possible qualifier. And talented player that had quite a good run. Paula Murphy is very frustrated about that, strictly because you just need 2 big 18s, and to miss the entire target segment is almost unforgivable for a player of that caliber to herself.
Taylor.
Oh, no.
See if she can find one here. Oh, wow. And you can see her. She's just,
okay.
She doesn't believe it.
Yep. I guess we're going to do that right now. A little snatchy on the first one from OT, but finds the Maloney double on Dart 2 and off and running. Paula Murphy and OT from the TO. And I wonder if they were just like, hey, we got first and second last year. You just want to team up this year? Sweet. Let's move on.
Let's do it.
And here they are. It was not a bold move. And that's probably why it's paying off for him right now. Paula Murphy. Oh, a big 7. Those of us just joining you, or those of you just joining us, or whatever. It's Sunday. Paula Murphy won the first match that we had on the ladies stream with a white horse finish in leg number 1. Just another one of the most impressive things that we've seen ever. It just keeps happening this weekend at the Booyah Cup. 3 times last night did we have a 7+ cricket average lose a leg of darts.
Yeah, you heard that right, folks.
3 times.
3 times. Not 1, not 2, 3 times.
And Alex Spellman in those legs was 1 and 2 because he was involved in every single one of them.
Absolute madness.
Julie Weeker's throw is just so simplistic and easy, and she fires into that dartboard.
For those that are wondering, I did want to mention, because if you've been watching for a substantial amount of time, we did end the last match. As we'll wait here. Hold on. Let's wait for this win. No, she didn't get it, Sean.
This is why we can't have nice things, Will, because you have to curse everything.
All right, sorry.
Yep.
If you were at our last match, you did know that Ryan had a little incident, so he's doing okay, folks. He's right here alongside of us. He didn't vanish. We didn't send him off to the hospital. He's okay.
He's alive. He just
alive.
was talking to people out there and not back in time for this match.
I was worried, but he's good.
We have had to make sure way too many people have been okay today and this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
4.13 from OT from the TO. Her and Paula Murphy win leg number 1. Best of 3, race to 2, queen seat here in the women's doubles cricket event at the Booyah Cup in Sturtevant, Wisconsin. Sean Green, Will Stewart. We had a conversation earlier that both of us get recognized for each other all the time, and it's just detrimental to both of our mental health. So if you guys could stop doing that, that'd be wonderful. I'll go ahead and just I'm going to say this one more time. I am the attractive one. That's a little bit less hair up top, but that doesn't matter because I make up for it with better face. I'm more of a circle than Will.
Yeah.
Taller.
A bigger circle.
Wider. Yeah.
Very big circle.
But other than all that, that's the difference. And Will, he kind of talks like this. And I don't.
What? Oh, my goodness. Look for the receding hairline. Guaranteed it's going to be Sean Green.
Guaranteed it's going to be covered by a hat most of the time. Compliments of, the mental health crisis that I face every day with my hairline. Compliments of Will Stewart, who continues to make fun of it every hour on the hour.
Olivia can't believe that turn there.
Yeah, it's a tough dart, especially with a bounce out that doesn't register where you think it was, because you always know that it is exactly where it should have been.
Okay, we're going to answer this for the last time, folks. Chrissy is doing fine.
Yep.
She's 100% good. She was actually in high spirits today when I talked to her. So
yeah, she was doing pretty well.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So we understand there's just concern, but yeah, she's doing good.
It was what I've been told, powerful migraine incident, which anyone who deals with that automatically understands what just happened last night, and really doesn't need any other explanation. But it was enough to where the pain was causing actual physical responses. But feeling a lot better today. Speaking of feeling a lot better,
look,
Taylor Thaxton, ladies and gentlemen, that's an 8. And she is throwing crazy right now.
Well, they're looking for a 1-1 score line here.
Taylor just casually throwing a 7 in this leg, by the way. MBD. Julie's just the compliment at a 5.5. And there you go, 4.67 and a 7.0. Well, that probably will take us to a last leg decider. And we're going to diddle for the middle to see who's going to go first in last leg decider. This is this might be the most important part of the match, but Taylor Thaxton, this is the best I've seen out of her for a long time. The wall agrees with me, so that's good.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. The wall agrees with you.
Yep.
Because I've seen her throw like this. Pretty significant.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
This good?
Oh, she's been, yeah.
I know she's extremely talented. I'm not saying that at all. I've known that about Taylor for years. We're in the same exact dart community. Just the Ohio, Indiana dart community there. And so very much used to her being extremely talented. But she's throwing consistently 7, 6.5. She's thrown 2 7s and a 6.33. You know, she's not. This is not typical of anyone, let alone.
We'll see if you can hold through. Try to win this leg out. Grab that queen seat spot. Would definitely be nice.
A 3-mark open from Paula Murphy is a gift. Taylor's looking down. Oh, that's so, man, it sucks you have to go back, and that's a terrible flight on dart 3, unlucky. But with the second dart kind of so close, I might have just stayed there. Or it wasn't the right shot overall, but man, look at this. Julie Weger's 4.0 was the best round of the opening throws for each player. And that, if you would have said that, I would not have bet on that.
Right. I was about to say, I wouldn't imagine 2-1 marks here in our opening round.
I thought Paula's 3 was the opening. Because she can also do this. Staying there. Decent 5.
Taylor, do you have it in you to take the advantage and go after the 17s here, or are you going to stay on points? Probably points is, yeah, got to be the way to go.
You can tell by her reaction that was a bit of an unlucky 60. Well, that's brutal.
This is, yeah.
There's some bounce outs happening that we have not seen all weekend long, and it's giant flights left and right that are happening in a brutal way. Which there's a theory on that, and the theory that I have is that these ladies have been playing for a very long time all weekend long. Those arms are very tired, and maybe the darts are floating a little bit more than they typically do for the players.
Sunday goes one of 2 ways. You finally hit that groove, that stride, or you just abominably suck. Let's just put it that way is how I like to put it, because it's one of 2 ways. I'm really hot, or I'm just not even feeling it at all.
I'm just going to take your word for it. I've always been in the latter category, but that's every day. So, but yeah, and again, it could be something that all weekend long you're throwing a little bit firmer than you usually do, and so now you're tired and you're throwing your normal darts on Sunday, or you've just been so accomplished the entire weekend long like all 4 of these players have, to where your arms are just tired, and you're trying to put a little extra oomph into it. Lisa Yee last night was dealing with a lot of pain in that final.
Really?
She was talking about that. Remember, she's having surgery, and she told herself fight through it as much as possible this last tournament, and she had to dig deep to throw what she was throwing.
We saw the same from Rick Kinsey yesterday. Yep. He was really starting to feel it as well. So we're getting Mike Carter, David Fadum versus Kevin Luke, and Elliot Milk afterwards.
That should be a great matchup. I'm excited to have that one on stream. As Taylor, another 5 mark. Throwing a 4.0, which is, it is, yeah, so that one already happened, right? Yeah, there you go. It looks like, just in, Danny Baggish and Leonard Gates are out
What?
of this doubles tournament.
Who'd they lose to?
Kevin Luke and Elliot Milk.
Wow.
So the funny thing is they probably marked that as a streaming board before the result of that. Now, it's still a great match, don't get me wrong, but I have a feeling they were expecting one thing when they put that down, and I'm excited to see the other.
Yeah, let's be honest. Kevin Luke and Elliot Milk, no slouches.
Not at all.
They can definitely take care of business.
With a capital bid.
Business. I love Olivia back there.
Oh,
yelling.
yeah. You can hear her from inside the booth.
That's a girl I'd love to play mixed doubles with.
Oh, man.
And you know I get a little fiery. Me and her would love it.
You guys might have too much fire.
We would be digging it.
See, Taylor getting a little loose there. Tension maybe building, knowing how big this moment is. Just need to play her game like that. Good darts from Taylor Thaxton. And, all right, I'm going to point it out. Taylor has a similar release style, not as atrocious, but a similar release style as Matt Graff on the follow-through.
A little bit.
Yep.
Just a little bit.
And I have not seen that from really anyone else. But those two. And both of them do it extremely well. So can't say anything about it.
Come on, kid, is what Terry says to Paula Murphy, who is definitely no kid.
and again, this is why this partnership is so perfect. This is a yin and yang situation.
100%.
Paula is very calm and no emotion whatsoever. And Olivia's back there pumping her up a little bit. And at the same time, Paula's relaxing Olivia to play her game. Looking for a triple of some kind. Went for the 15s. Interesting there. Do you like the move to the 15s on start 3? With it being the lowest number to point on? Instead of with 18s and 16s
yeah,
available?
say the 18s are open. I would be tempted there as Terry takes out the 20s.
And that's why I would have liked the 18s, I think, a little bit more.
1,000% there.
Because now Julie needs 3 just to be able to potentially point. Not going to do that. Only 2 from Julie Weger, and my, how the turntables will. 4-8-3 and a 4-8-3 plays a 3-8-3 and a 3-4-3. Lots of 3s in there.
Thaxton.
Needs a big round.
Yes.
The 18s have been very hot and cold for her. She did get 3 triples. Did not get the right ones for 2 of those, though, unfortunately. Back down to the 15s. They keep trying to take that one dart stab at it. And unfortunately, they're not hitting even singles, so they're not even getting closer. That could be tough.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit more difficult, don't it? Going 18s here. Once again, still down.
Scrappy last leg decider.
It really is a scrappy one.
But Scrappy is a 3-7-1 and a 3-2-5 playing, so 4-7-1 and a 4-4-3.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a low scoring one. It's just there's been a couple misses that are like, oh man, if she would have hit that, she could have taken over the game.
Yeah, we're just waiting for who's going to put in the big round, and they keep giving themselves the opportunity to do so, like their opponents. Is it going to be Taylor right here? She's been so impressive so far on stream. You can see her coaching herself up and getting ready to go here. Got to make the adjustment. Great last dart. Not enough to get the point lead, but it's enough to force Olivia to point at some point. And start there.
Yeah.
My wife in the
that's
chat.
Your wife. That is your wife.
That is why she is the favorite green in everyone's mind, and why my dart nickname is Where's Megan when I show up to place. That is before I get a hello by most of my friends, my close friends that I consider close friends. We'll ask even where my wife is. Thanks, Indie Dart community. But it's much deserved because of things like that. One time, Megan put out a poll of who's funnier, Sean or Megan, and which I think is biased anyway because it was her friend group, really, right? But at the same time, I got whooped in that. And you can see why.
I'm going to be honest. I'm a little confused as to why they're holding this match.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, I'm going to go check on that one.
All right, here's Taylor. Again, opportunity. There's a big first dart. Yep, needs 2 to close, so she's going to do that. And ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by an absolute okay gentleman.
Okay, I'm back.
But he has been my partner in crime all weekend, and it has been an absolute pleasure to sit next to you. Ryan Mooneyham has been the yin to my yang all weekend long, and it's been it's
oil
always
to
a
the
pleasure.
water.
It's always a pleasure, man. Really, it
Peas
is.
and carrots.
This is why I don't say nice things to Ryan ever, because he just yells random statements afterwards. He can't take a compliment.
No. Thank you for the compliment, Sean Green. It's a pleasure to sit next to you at all times. The famous Sean Green calling the match, queen seat.
Are you doing commentary on my commentary? Because that's
Pretty much, yeah.
that's it's a bold move, Cotton. Taylor Thaxton needs 3 bowls to win this match and put her and Julie Weegar on the queen seat.
I've been sitting here watching this entire match, and definitely the MVP of this match will be Thaxton. And I've watched
If
her
she
and
hits
Julie come up. It's just incredible stuff out of her.
Ooh, she was aggressive there. It's because there's not winning darts in OT's hands. Needs the double for the point lead. Not going to get that. 1 bowl needed. It's going to be Julie Weegar for the queen seat. Making it interesting for us. Oh, no. Wire on the last 2. And the opportunity is knocking, and look who it is.
I was going to say, we've seen this happen
is,
earlier.
This is so doable for Paula Murphy. It's on. 18s or 16s. She looked back like, you want me to go for it? Yeah, go for it. We all want you to go for it, Paula.
You're Paula
goes,
Murphy. Yeah.
LT goes, why on earth would you not just go for it? I think she's
timeout.
questioning
They call
it right
timeout.
now.
Timeout.
I think she's like, all right, timeout. I just want you to know, you're Paula Murphy. If you don't go for the win here, everyone's going to wonder what you're thinking. Why are you even questioning this?
Oh,
What?
Stand on the bull.
What is happening here? Okay. I don't know how they came to that decision after all that. That really makes it's a punt. That's a punt to your opponent. And look at Taylor. Taylor's like, what's going on here? I mean, she's asking, Taylor, can you get a 5 mark? And the answer is yes. We've seen it time and time again. First dart is very important here. Not going to win it, and doesn't even get the point lead. So OT from the TO. The move from Paula Murphy will pay off most likely. And there it is. OT from the TO gets it done in 2.
Look at them celebrate that win. Wow.
My goodness, you can hear it from here. Olivia Terry, Paula Murphy steal it at the end of the day against Taylor Thaxton and Julie Weegar. I'm still not sure about the decision from Paula to do that. However, who am I but the person just sitting here not playing any of the darts and not playing nearly as good as any of these ladies will ever.
I mean, the 2 bulls forced a 4 mark on the 18s out of Taylor to even take a look at the winning bull.
Yep.
So,
But
yes.
That's a very understandably doable thing to give your opponent. You know? But at the end of the day, it gets it done, and they are your queen seat. Coming your way right after this. Looks like we got a good one. Sean Green, Ryan Mooneyham After the short break, we'll be back with more action from the pro cricket doubles. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 Darkhorse Classic and Booyah Cup finale live here in Sturtevant, Wisconsin. It has been an absolutely fantastic weekend and great action coming your way right now. Kevin Luke and Elliot Milk taking on David Fathom and Mike Carter. So Phoenix area natives taking on Kevin Luke from all over the world.
Sunnyside, Washington.
And Elliot Milk, he's South Dakotan.
South Dakotan.
All right. Elliot Milk throws in a 4 mark. Here is David Fathom.
Phoenix, Arizona for David Fathom. Mike Carter's down in the Arizona area now.
Originally a Canadian.
Yep.
We don't hold that against him.
Nope.
Some of my favorite people are Canadians. And that's what I tell them.
Maybe you're the favorite.
No. They're wonderful people.
Gotta love it, our players from the north. Mike Carter continuing on what Fathom did in front of him.
That's money, Mike Carter. Dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite.
That's a big round. Huge round.
I don't know. It was pretty decent. A 10 mark would have been better, but also that would have been the first time.
I was going to say it was the first time I've seen a 10 mark. Straight to the bull. No choice on that for Elliot Milk. Only manages 3. Huge advantage here for Fathom and Carter to get the first leg.
Yeah, making this look simple. Well, easy come, easy go. Leg number 1 goes to David Fathom and Mike Carter. Sometimes you run into a buzzsaw. 1-0 scoreline. Sean Green, Ryan Mooneyham, my partner in crime all weekend long in the booth. And again, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here. And it's been an honor to be here at the Booyah Cup. The finale last night was the best darts I have seen on a live stream consistently in maybe ever. I can't remember the last time that was that crazy, but it was a 6+ or you're losing the leg, it seemed like.
Yeah, and one thing I was going to talk about a little bit today was those matches that we called last night are going to be post-clipped and rebroadcast on our pages. I'm telling you what, go back in and watch those. I can't give you a certain match. I can't give you a certain time, but I can tell you, you will be entertained.
Well, I just want to point out, he's not saying anything in the chat, I'm sure, but the original Heat, multiple World Championship representative from England, and an absolutely fantastic Chelsea supporter, Mr. Dennis Ovens, in the chat. Dennis, appreciate you tuning in with me, bud. Got to meet Dennis this year in London, and we went to a Chelsea United game, and it was amazing. Chelsea came out on top in epic fashion.
What was that atmosphere like?
It was
electric.
So quiet where I was sitting for most of it, but by the end of it, the most electric environment. It very much reminded me of the dart tournament atmosphere, and I think that that's obviously where the dart tournament atmosphere originates from. Is
correct.
The football atmosphere. If you're over there, I highly recommend it to go do that. Getting tickets can be sketchy, though. Just want to point that out.
I was going to say this is basically like getting anything over here.
Well, it's also because they want to make sure that it is not a opposing supporter in a section where they should not be, because they might get killed.
You know, I've learned and understand that if you wear certain colors in a certain city supporting your football team over there, you could have problems.
There is a reason why one of the only things that is banned from the World Darts Championship, attire-wise, is football club jerseys. It's that intense. I'm not joking when I say that there was 2 sections where they literally just blocked off to separate Chelsea fans from the Newcastle fans.
Incredible.
And there's gates, giant gates, that stopped us from going to where they were exiting after the game. It's as intense as it gets, and for good reason, obviously, which is just something I can't fathom.
Well, I don't know how many times I've been to a Chiefs game and seen a lot of Raiders fans there sitting with us.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, David missed on that one.
That's a mental error, and he does not make those very often at all. He's an analytical player, first and foremost, and he's going to laugh it off, of course, because Mike Carter has been the dominant Mike Carter that we've seen in the CSE Challenger Series for 5 seasons now. But there's a tall drink of water. Elliott Milk.
I was going to say, thing of dominance right here. Dominating this turn, Elliott Milk.
Boom goes the dynamite for Elliott Milk. And that was timed pretty perfectly. Dynamite can have to do a lot here.
Boy, I do like watching Mike Carter play.
So smooth.
Very smooth. Him and Jules play together at the TLC a couple times. And it's a force to be reckoned with.
You can see how well Kevin Luke is very much a field dart player. You can tell by the way that he throws the dart. And when it's on, it is about as good as anyone's ceiling can be from time to time. There's a 7 mark from Fathom. Digs him right back into this leg. This is leg number 2. Elliott Milk, Kevin Luke down 1-0. David Fathom and Mike Carter. But that was a good fallout. Unfortunately, now the math works out to where he has to throw another 17.
Yeah, he's pulled off and put the math in his head. Makes perfect sense to stay on the 17.
Unless you're Elliott Milk, and then just hit the double anyway.
And, of course, we're wrong. But,
what else is new?
Well, I can't make the decision for him.
35 points up, so there's no winning darts for Dynamite. Which I'm going to guess at the end of the day, that's probably the main reason. why Milk did what he did on the last start.
Singable.
mathing, but
Singable. There it is.
the situation was not. And there you go. Last leg decider. Will it be the Phoenix duo, David Fathom, Mike Carter, who get to play at one of the greatest dart bars of all time, Bull Shooter, in Phoenix, Arizona, with all their millions of dartboards. Taking on Elliot Milk and Kevin Luke. And it will be Luke with the start. Those of us joining Elliot Milk, Kevin Luke, in their previous match defeated and took out Leonard Gates and Danny Baggish. They would like to make sure that that is not for nothing. Dave looking to get rid of the high ground. It's an aggressive strategy, but it's one that Danny Baggish would be behind 100%.
Yeah, get rid of the high ground.
Yep.
Forces the thinking on the either close my 19s or opener 18s. Only I managed to single mark. Elliot actually has a little more options because of that miss. Speaking about options, he took away their 19 option.
Great dart. The Milkman throws in another 7. That second dart might have distracted there.
Not going to be happy with finishing just 4. Advantage Milk and Luke. This is the tiebreaker.
Yeah, last leg decider. This is on the loser side of the bracket.
7 out of Milk, 7 out of Luke. Clearly in the driver's seat.
Yeah, throwing a 6-5 and a 7 as a combined. And it's tough to beat that, especially when you go second. Unless you either are playing with or against Alex Spellman. And then it doesn't matter what you shoot, you can lose the leg.
Making sure he's got the point lead. Solidified for
Yep.
Luke. That's a good turn. Only manages 4, but it puts 80 points back on the board. 138 up. Forces Carter all the 16s.
It looks like we have a men's double match coming up on the other board.
That is a king seat match.
Perfect.
I know it's Tenure and Lacey again, but I don't know who their opponents are.
Not surprising in the least that they're playing in the king seat again.
King seat match. I think they won the doubles yesterday.
That is also not surprising. Dynamite Carter. Boom goes the Dynamite. 6.5, 6 points. The worst average right now is a 5.5. Good catch on the last start. Paul, it is race to 2 on both sides. Trevor.
Wanted to get rid of the high ground. Does do it. Forces Elliott to think about that 16. He has that 18 now still wide open. Strategy moves. This is where strategy moves come in.
Yeah, and last time Elliott pointed the 20s up pretty good, and so I'm guessing that Fathom just was like, I'll just take it away. Didn't matter, though.
That sweep
Great
on the
darts.
16s was a huge round right there. Back to the 18s for points.
All right. Mike Carter needs to do what he just did. And then some. Yeah, math.
Ooh, do you go for the 18? That's what he's going to ask his partner about.
And, again, I like the step back. Make sure you're on the same page. Yep, now they're going to regroup here. Again, Fathom's a very analytical dart player, so this is the type of thing that he does well as they kind of work through this. They're both going to look like he's staring at the same thing, so we're not going to guess which one he's looking at until after he shoots it. But I can't wait to figure it out. 15s. He hits it too. Dynamite. Carter living up to his namesake, throwing a 7.33 in this leg. And Kevin Luke is making that meaningless. Oh, that last start might be super important.
I kind of think that Luke should have stayed on that 18 all the way through. 54 playing 45 is a big number. That
Great
right there was the reason why.
darts. And to just not even think about it, to go for the dart on the last was big. All right. Winning darts. Double, double, double. We'll do that. Sitting on a 7-point lead. And not going to be able to take it out now, so.
He does sweep the 15. Needs a bowl or double bowl here to really force their hand.
3-3 is going to be the race. But Dynamite Carter is going to go first. 3 bowls for the king. Or to move on. And now he's got to do it in 2 darts. Good marker for it, though. Oh, no.
And just like that,
Yep.
tides
That
could
might
be
be it.
changing. Yep.
That could very well do it from the team from Phoenix.
One team will move on. One team will be eliminated.
And the frustrating part is he threw so well in that leg, 7.33 heading into that, and all he's going to think about is that one miss bowl.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because that's the only thing that matters. There it is. Kevin Luke gets it done in 2.
What a crazy leg. What a good match.
That was a...
Fathom Carter won leg 1. Milk and Elliott and Luke legs 2 and 3.
I feel like we're at Cedar Point because that was a roller coaster. Elliott Milk and Kevin Luke move on. And that'll do it for Dynamite and David Fathom, who put on quite a display. Mike Carter just missing 1 bowl and that making all the difference.
Yep.
All right, so while it has been an absolute pleasure to have Ryan in the booth, we are just going to kick him out now forever.
This was great. I'm never going to do this again.
Perfect. We'll see you next year. Listen, Ryan, in all seriousness, you've been really, really mediocre this entire weekend.
Yeah, I'm glad.
But it's been a pleasure no matter what because it honestly, you do so well at this, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's a pleasure to work for you. It's with you, not for you. Definitely not
We work for Will. Remember that.
Yeah, for sure, which is really not true. We work for, yeah, it is Will. But I will never admit it. So anyway, bud, you've been absolutely phenomenal, and thank you so much for being here this weekend. And I'm so happy that we got to experience just absolute ridiculousness together.
This is the second high-end level tournament for the United States that I've got to call with you. Las Vegas Open being the first.
Yeah, we've been very blessed with.
They've
with
been
some
very
of our
blessed
stuff.
to call together.
Thanks,
the Booyah
Will.
Cup next. Was this weekend. We'll be doing these high-end events again together. I love this stuff. I could call this all day long in my sleep if I could. But for the most part, I will let you go.
Hey, that'll do it for Ryan Mooneyham. Mooney, appreciate you, buddy.
All right, buddy.
All right, everybody, back here once again. Sorry for the subtle delay here in commentary. We didn't miss anything, but just an all-out point battle on the 20s and 19s. Look at this, 460 plays 399 here in this one. Let me go ahead and pull up who we've got. It's James Huskin and Josh Crescini versus Adam Turner and Josh Lisi. As all these gentlemen can play, as you can clearly tell, 6-3-3, 6-0, 5-3-3, 4-0 here in our open doubles cricket hill match. That's right. This is the hill matchup here in this one. I'm giving Sean an opportunity to take a quick break here as he needs to finish a bite to eat as well as grab a water. So he's going to grab me a Red Bull while we're at it. I'm going to break the no soda, no energy drink rule just this one time. I've been doing a lot better on it, but got to continue on. As right now, I believe this is Josh, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he is a participant in our CSC Challenger Series, I believe. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. Here, I don't know if you want this one from 7 years ago. I figured. It makes it easier on us. Appreciate it. Just talking to Matthew Kilbride there as he's sending us our matches and whatnot, so I've been lacking on bringing the paper back up there. Let's be honest, it's all the way across the room, so I've just been forgetting, downright forgetting. We've got so much other stuff going on. But happy you all have been joining us this weekend here on USA Darts. We know we've been kind of suffering from some internet issues here and there. And then, I believe Facebook been messing with us because if it hasn't been, some internet issues, we've still been having some choppiness on Facebook. That's kind of weird. I'll be doing some investigative work, but Josh, and I believe it's, sorry. That's wrong, yeah. Josh and Adam, I had the wrong sheet in front of me, take the lead 1-0. Billy asking what division. This is the open division. So there's pro and open. Next match we'll get on the streaming board left to this one is going to be Alex Spellman, Jason Watt taking on Eric Bobzine and Tim Eisner, and I believe that is a hill match as well. So looking forward to some good stuff there. Some Wisconsinites take on Alex Spellman and Jason Watt. Good shot from Josh. Big 7 mark there for him. Yeah. You forget something? Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Sean's got some bad news for us, I think. If you want to do your sandwich, you're good. I'll take care of it. Okay. All right. I guess we'll have Sean in the mix.
Well, you weren't doing a single thing. You were sitting back. I had to ask if you were doing commentary. So,
well, you didn't catch the first little bit when you were
when you were doing
here.
well.
Yeah.
Well, I have good news, bad news.
Okay. They're at a Red Bull.
The bad news is that they're out of Red Bull.
Oh, Jesus.
And by good news, I meant worse news. The worst news is that they're out of all energy drinks. All of them.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
So you
They even went to the back.
You want to make a drive for me? Sounds like yes. All right.
Where am I going?
Quick Trip somewhere.
Oh, my God. Here we go. It's always Quick Trip.
That's all that's around
I
here,
don't
buddy.
think that you visited anything else
They
but this venue, the hotel room, and Quick Trip.
They don't have any gas stations here
All right.
besides Quick Trips.
Yes, I'll make the run for you. What would you like?
Everything.
Okay, so a couple Red Bulls.
I'll take a. We'll talk in a minute.
All right.
How about this open doubles though?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've seen Turner and Lisi just be amazing so far, and
Same thing with Huskin and Cressini here. And Cressini is a CSC participant. I'm not mistaken in that, right?
all I know is the name sounds super familiar. So
I'm
probably
pretty sure he was in our selection show for Division 2.
Yep, because we didn't know exactly how to pronounce his name.
Yes.
Yep. You're right. Oh, and I butchered it even though I had it right beforehand.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
so
that's
bad.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
Man, yep. We all remember the mistake. Yep. Every time.
So we're kind of getting a little display here.
All right, here is Josh Lisi. A very unique throw, but it definitely works.
It's actually Lahisi. I'm kidding. I just know he'll get a kick out of that when he rewatches this. So will his brother. No, you're good. If you guys want to start, you're good. I mean, if you want to wait a minute because they're 1-0, but I'm thinking you're good, brother.
You don't
I
need
think
to.
they're just.
It's up to
I
you.
think they're just trying to push because it's Sunday. You know, yeah.
That's what you got to love about someone who knows both sides of the business, Mr. BG, making sure that they don't need to hold up for us or anything like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing is Sunday. And after last night being a longer night, I think a lot of the players are just, hey, let's get through the day, let's have some fun here. And if they don't, mixed doubles is going to be starting at 3 p.m. here, and how much of that it will cover, I'm not sure. Maybe the whole thing. We'll figure that one out. But I know that you'll be needing to head on the road here soon too, Sean, won't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick around for as much as I can, but
This is the reality. Is Sean has a job to do tomorrow.
I understand. You just confused me for John Parton. I get it.
That was good.
Minus the 3-time world championship.
Yes.
Jamie, good to meet you, bud.
So you got to go back to the old English teacher job tomorrow, huh?
I do. Again, this weekend is always fantastic, and I will never stop loving this. The other side of the thing is, of course, driving 5 hours or 4 hours home, which is really 5 hours because I lose an hour, plus the spring forward situation, which is wonderful and great and grand. But yeah, so wake up in the morning, have school, so I have to deal with and be on point for 140 kids to perform for them to enjoy language arts. And then on top of that, CSC Challenger Series is of course still going on.
Yep.
Monday and Wednesday nights, and then we have a siege on Tuesday. So I also have 3 nights in a row of streaming.
Isn't it fun? And I'm going to try to make
I'll
the
sleep
trek.
when I'm dead.
I'll try to make the trek home, 11-hour trek home to get to the CSC. We'll see if that happens. But I tell you what, we've been kind of just doing some talking. I've been talking about other things other than this match, but this has been a fantastic battle here.
Listen,
I mean, this
big darts.
Yeah, huge. Look at this, 5-0, 5-2-5, 4-5, 6-0. The first leg was identical. Amazing stuff here in our open doubles.
The worst
hill
average
match.
is a 4.5.
Yeah. Unreal stuff. And to win it here, needing just 3 bowls.
And he gets it. Turner and Lisi win it. And, of course, listen, Open Pro division is kind of what this is. And
Yeah, no kidding.
the worst average there, they would have beaten some of the pro division players right there.
Oh,
a lot of them.
100%.
And that's why this game is so much fun. But let's look at our King Seat match.
Yeah, it's going to be Alex Spellman, Jason Watt taking on Eric Bobzine and Tim Eisner. So it's cool to see Tim and Eric in the position they're in right now, taking on Alex and Jason, because Tim and Eric are local boys. They've been in the Whammo participation and whatnot there too. So yeah, good for them to be in this position right now and possibly have a look at besting Spellman and Watt here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, here we go. Here is Tim. Jenny Turner was in the chat. I'm going to guess related one way or another to Adam.
No.
Again, I love the spelling of the last name. It might be my favorite spelling of Turner. But it's probably not pronounced that way because I would just assume it. Jason Watt, bearded dark guy.
Good to chat with him for a little bit. Did a little interview and spoke about his distribution job for Winmore, No Door, Red Dragon, that company, as well as being a player for Red Dragon now. And yeah, he's excited. You could definitely tell him doing some big things for North American darts.
And that was Mr. Bobzine. Which, again, this is the problem with my brain, is that I actually went out there way earlier, saw him, and made it a point to ask him how to pronounce your last name, and I have forgotten.
Bobzine?
Yeah, I think it's Bobzine.
Yeah, it's 100% Bobzine. Mark Bobzine is what we started calling him at Whammo.
Yeah, but for 8 years, everyone thought Doug Bame's last name was Bohm because he wouldn't even correct it. Kelly Kilmer saying, let's go, baby. Eric, I love you. Looks like he's got a fan, and I love that. Look at BDG.
He has been on fire today. I am not joking. He's been this is going to come off as weird, but it's true. He's been the dominant force out of the Alex Spellman and Jason Watt duo. He's been putting Alex on his back and taking him around right now. It's crazy to see.
Listen, the storyline is this. Spellman and Watt were so exhausted this morning when they woke up that they both had already decided that they were not playing in this event. And then they're just going to, sleep in and then play mixed doubles.
So,
and then very last second, Alex is like, well, I guess I'm just going to go with Eugene to the venue so I can do my interview with Will and do all that. And Jason's like, if you're going to go to the venue, why aren't we just playing?
Yeah, Jason,
so then they got ready real quick.
Jason pretty much said, if people are going to think I dumped you if that's the case.
Yeah, exactly.
So, no, we're playing, brother. Good thing they played. Look at how well they're playing right now.
Dominating. And BDG stands for Bearded Dark Guy, but it might as well stand for Big Darts Guy.
Best darts guy right now.
Yeah, 6.75 in Fuego for Mr. Watt. And you're absolutely right. He is the reason why they are in this king seat, and we see them rolling.
And as I said earlier, Sundays always can go one of two ways. They either are really good or really crummy. And it feels like Jason is really hot right now, and maybe Spellman isn't producing his best quality effort, but that's okay.
That's understandable completely.
Yeah. When Jason's doing his thing, hey, just let him go at it. And you can see he's saying, Jason, go up there and do your thing. I'm surprised. Maybe Spellman hasn't switched off with him and said, hey, you go first.
There's no reason. He can just be the compliment. Just like that, a 7-mark compliment from Alex Spellman. And that's the problem when BDG is on fire, is that Alex Spellman, well, his floor is a lot of people's ceiling.
Is it a tall joke?
No. Nope, it was just that his lowest average will be better than most people's highest average. There's another way to say that. Good 5 from BDG. it's amazing that Jason Watt was at one point in the dart community. For those that did not know him before COVID, they just knew him as a live streamer, and they didn't. I don't think a lot of it's the same thing with you. You're actually way more talented at darts than anyone probably thinks, and yeah, you guys are dart players first.
It is. I didn't really understand that about Jay. The first time I met Jason was in an online match on DPFL.
Okay.
And that was just kind of when it first started happening, I believe. And yeah, I mean, he started streaming, I started streaming. Maybe some competition happened there for sure, and maybe we were competing a little bit, and then it turned into, bigger and better things for both of us. And
Absolutely.
Look what we're doing now. So yeah, nothing but love for Jason and what he's been able to do, and I know he feels the same about me. He's compliments me all the time, and even publicly compliments us. So that's good to see.
Yeah.
Hey, who's that guy? I never heard of him before.
Oh, well, tune in tomorrow night at CSC Challenger Series, and you will see and learn who Mr. JVD is, Jules Van Dongen, PDC professional dart player in our chat.
There's Tim, who puts in a nice 5. But is it going to be enough? We'll see.
Probably not.
Yeah, 6 mark to take a look.
Staying.
Oh, wow. Just going to stay there, yeah, for some extra points. And
He liked the way the darts were laying.
yeah, there's nothing wrong
Yep.
with that, especially with Eric coming out. Eric has got the name of 9 Mark Bobzine for a reason. He was pummeling those 9 marks at Whammo when we gave him that nickname.
Yeah, and that's also the beautiful thing about doing a lot of different styles of tournaments is maybe some not as well-known traveling dart players like Eric and Tim, but we know them because of Whammo and how successful they are there.
That's exactly it.
Bare minimum from BDG. Throwing a 4.33, which is by far his worst that we've seen on stream today. And that is not an exaggeration. He's been absolutely on point. And in this situation, a 2 mark might be the difference in everything. 1 round of 2 could close the door right here. Will close the door right here. Ideally. That's enough. 7.
That is enough, and it puts him with the subtle advantage here. And by subtle, I mean a 3-house advantage, so not so subtle at all. Eric, you got to find something here on the 16s.
Another treble will tie the scoreline. Gets a 16-point advantage, which is next to nothingness at this point.
Yeah, honestly so. As we'll see what Watt manages to do here. May just attack mode.
Yeah, only a 4.33, so you know this is going to be a big round.
Yeah.
For the match. He wanted it, and he thought it was going in. 5 mark will, if that doesn't do it, I don't know what will. Tim stepping on over. And Spellman for the king seat. Wanted to point first because he needed it. That was a good lucky fallout. We'll take it all day.
Yeah,
6.0.
He's sitting there pointing at it.
Yep.
What is that? What is that? Oh, well, folks.
Just like he drew it up.
They get the job done. They are your king seat holders. Eric Bobzine, Tim Eisner will have to hope for a little bit more in that third-place match. But, hey, Tim's perfectly capable of averaging a little bit more than that.
100%.
Well, a lot more than that, let's be honest.
That's why they were there.
Yeah, exactly. So he'll kind of recover here and hope for a better go this next round. What we got coming up for you, we don't know. We'll find that out for you. Folks, don't go far. William Stewart, Sean Green, we'll be back momentarily.
It's Women's History Month. A to Z Darts is celebrating by encouraging you to show your love for the ladies in our industry. We've dedicated a page on our website called Women in Darts, where you can browse all of our female signature darts and flights. If you don't see your favorite player, simply check with your local supplier. And don't forget to thank your female bar owners, league organizers, or the women that are employed with the manufacturers in darts. If you love our company, we're always proud to share that we have a strong female leadership and perspective here. We're led by a female CEO and general manager. We have women leading our online sales, wholesale, and warehouse departments. I myself act as the creative director for all of our brands, A to Z Darts, Magicware, and USA Darts Production, where we live stream some of the best female talent in the world. There are so many women in darts that make our world go round, and we hope you take the time all year long to show them your appreciation. Thanks for watching.
Is the greatest darting force on the planet. Bullseye. Oh, we got one. The fish has been landed. We know he's too good. The world number 1, world champion. Incredible stuff.
Here we go once again with another fantastic matchup, folks. It's a open doubles cricket top fifth, sixth match here. And it's going to be Brandon Parker, Jason Price taking on Kevin Usby and Rick Winook. I'm surprised I didn't, probably may have still butchered that Usby name, but Winook I actually got right for a change, folks. Like, I had to give myself a pat on the back for that one. That never happens. Will gets a name right? I'm surprised I get my own name right sometimes. Well, here we go, folks. Brandon Parker. Slim-looking Brandon Parker. I asked him, I said, man, you lost some weight. He goes, about 30 pounds. I said, dude, you're looking good. Young man with plenty of talent. See how far this game can take him. This is Kevin. Or, sorry, this is Rick. The Rick is what I hear he's called. A little bit of strugglesome start. The one and only Sean Green did run off to the old gas station for us. I think we were both needing a little caffeine kick or something. I know Sean, I don't know how that guy does it. He goes to sleep well beyond what I did, and up and back at it and kicking again. So shout out to Ryan one more time. Shout out to Sean Green, who have been our commentary crew for most of the weekend, taking you through the inner workings of these matches, which has been good. And I've just kind of been doing the camera work behind the scenes, the easy work, as they say. That is just a little bit loud. We'll go ahead and turn that down. That board sounds down just a hair. Connor Olson, how's it going, sir? Can't call you sir. You're a young man. Come on. Hopefully I can see you sooner rather than later, Connor. And we'll step Jason Price. Jason currently throwing a 6-0 in this one. See if he can continue his form. I haven't mentioned this, but we need to. Big shout out to the tournament staff who's been kicking out these matches for us and whatnot. I know Albert Novak and Matthew Kilbride. There is a lady up there. I haven't caught her name yet. I need to go do that one so I can give her some loving in the chat as, wow, you ended up way quicker than I thought you would be, Sean.
I know, because I didn't go to Quick Trip. Oh. Quick Trip's not everywhere, and not the only thing you can go to.
Quick Trip is everywhere in Wisconsin. And everybody in Wisconsin that's on the chat, go ahead and let us know. Tony Halfstash saying we're losing signal. Well, go check out YouTube. We've been telling you that in the chat for a long time. We've been having some internet issues, but we haven't had one for a little while now. So I'm assuming this is more of a Facebook deal, and let's be honest, it's a second. It's not terrible.
You've been having an amazing time with these names, haven't you?
Winook Usby, I've actually got him right, which was funny because I said Winook right off the bat, and he goes, that's actually right. I was like, wow, that's a first. I did mention that in the chat for everybody. Yeah, but once again, if you're experiencing any lagging issues or maybe some choppiness, head on over to our YouTube page. We've had some more success on that one, although people are saying, oh, we're still having issues. No, I've been keeping an eye on things, folks. If you're having issues, go ahead and check your Wi-Fi device, too. That's a good thing to do, just in case. You never know. There's a big 7 from Jason. He continues to be a dominant force here. 5.67. See if Rick can go ahead and take out the 15s here. If he elects to try to point up a little bit, you can see him doing either or. Jason on the 19s here. Big triple there to go ahead and close her out. He will attack the 20s, so leaves the bull race. Couple quick mentionables. If you're looking for some products from some of our sponsors here at the event, Fit Flight has you covered with some nice flights and shafts to help you take down the competition. Go ahead and check out those products. We've linked got you a link there in the chat for you. It's a big shout out for Fit Flight and Cosmo for being one of our sponsors for this event. And we'll also put the links to our CompuSport bracket in here as well, because I know there's been a lot of questions about who plays who next and every division, and even the ladies division as well. So there's that link for you folks as well. I want to check out where those women are, because we haven't honestly seen a ladies matchup here in a minute. They're in the same spot, so everybody's pretty much fit 6 all the way around. Still in the competition for the ladies, Yee Cole, Smith and Grimmel, Tynan Spot, Womble, Bell Richard, Julie Weger, Taylor Thaxton, and then Olivia Terry and Paula Murphy as Rick Wanook takes out the leg there for the 1-0 advantage. And someone's playing the Last Dance soundtrack out there, it seems like. Just can't keep running away. Yeah. That's a difficult look for Brandon. Only the single mark and already off to a detrimental second leg, especially being down 1-0. Newsby. I think he was attacking those 20s there, but a little spray into the 18s, okay. Do you just hold true? Do you just hold true on the 18s here? I think if you hit one, you go ahead and just fill it up. Yeah, at least make it look like you're going there. Yeah, I agree there, Sean. He said in the background for there. Brian Johnson in the chat, he says, are they even trying Lava? Rick Wanook, a known ability. He's known as the Rick, is what we've said a couple times here. So I'm wondering if that has some substantial meaning, if he's a quality shot or not. Usually don't have a nickname unless you're somewhat decent.
Could be ironic.
Yeah, it could be ironic, too. Oh, gosh, Sean. Oh, wow.
It's nothing.
Nothing on the last dart. And that was definitely so, yeah, that was definitely an 18 or a triple there.
Dead wire.
I don't want that match. Next up for us will be Elliott Milk, Kevin Luke, taking on Mike Maloney, Bob McCoy. So we'll just keep on trucking with the entertainment here before mixed doubles a little bit later on. Mixed doubles should be starting. Wait. Oh, that is correct. Okay, yeah, it's 2:13, so we're that hour ahead already implemented. So should be starting here in about 45 minutes. Jason with some saving grace there. They have the three houses. Now here's the question I have for you all, and see what kind of answers we get. What do you think of this Booyah Cup Darkhorse Classic? Pretty cool is what I think up. It's definitely a top-level competition for some of those upper-tier players, especially when you got how much money is on the line for that first and well, throughout the field of the Booyah Cup alone. But 1,500 added for a blind draw is just massive, and add it to the NATO side as well. I don't know a lot about the NATO thing, but have that part of it. Did you participate in a qualifier? Would you like to participate in a qualifier? What do you think? Well, Sean's shaking his head no. Well, bud, you're like a 2-something. Come on now. William says this match feels like a local bar match than anything. Well, that's because these guys know each other very well, and they're probably exhausted too. Let's be honest. But it is substantial. It's 5th-6th match for the open doubles. Rick eyes the 16s here. He knows he can just hammer them all. There we go. Big 9 for Rick.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Who's that guy?
I think you just did a really good impression, actually. Anthony, appreciate that, bud. Here is Brandon Parker. And he plays better than he's playing right now, and that's where the frustration lies. And it might be that he's maybe trying a little bit too hard.
That could be it.
Could just be off a little bit. So throwing a 3 off a little bit, so that's fine.
Kevin right back to the 16s. Got to go there to pad some more points.
All right, Jason Price. On 178. Going to point first. Staying up. All three. He'll take the 7.
Yeah, beautiful 7 there. Gets him back out in front.
But
good
the
little-
Rick throwing a 5.25 right now.
Yeah, he's the front runner in this leg.
And if his future is as bright as his jersey, he's in good hands.
I don't know.
I love that. I love it.
Brother, I don't know. That was like 90s bowling alley, and those don't even exist anymore.
Dude,
that carpet.
if that was
look.
90s bowling alley, I would take it all day. I would go to that bowling alley. Tell you what.
That's definitely that bowling alley look to me. That's what it resembles.
I don't think even a bowling alley would put that design together. That is brighter than bright, and I love everything about it.
It's better than that Taco Bell cup we got on Mike Maloney back behind us. You see that Taco Bell cup?
I like it. I like the swipe across.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm just giving him some stuff because a lot of people have put that in the chat or have posted this weekend that Mike Maloney looks like one of those old school Dixie cups or the Taco Bell logo from back in the day. You can definitely see that.
Well, Mason or Liam Musser wore that jersey yesterday, and that was way before he was born. He has never seen that design in actual real life. 6 mark right there. Kevin
They're
doing his
fighting.
job.
They're fighting and clawing here
Yes,
on
they
those
are.
16s, man.
They're not making it easy. This was way further along than it is now. This is an opportunity.
You got it. Yeah, I was about to say, surely you've got to, get the point lead and take a shot here, right? But if you don't get the point lead, you can't take a shot.
100%.
So Jason knows that, so he puts that third dart in there, at least gets that lead.
Rick's been throwing fantastic in this leg. This is a good moment.
He
What?
says, reminds me of Saved by the Bell. That's it.
There you go.
Well, you wake up in the morning.
That's very fair.
That is very fair. That is very fair. I started going full intro music there.
Gonna stay. Asked to stay. He was not. He said some. He was not happy with himself right there. Brandon Parker going to try and capitalize on this. 16s? No.
You got to take your shot eventually there, right?
I'm okay with it with the high ground.
Yeah, but
It's forcing now. Now he's stuck there.
he's stuck there because he's got to take 2 to. He's got to take all 3 because if he only hits the 6 mark,
exactly.
he's still down.
Which is why that's the right move from Brandon. Is that no matter what, he has to hit a 9 mark on the 6 or a 7 mark on the 16s to get the point lead back. So he cannot move. And now his partner has free reign to just start on 16s.
And Jason will go after it.
After he gets the 15s.
Okay.
I mean, why not?
Okay. I just don't know why you wouldn't go 3 fats there.
It might come back to haunt him here, and I don't. We're going to see because the Rick is up.
Grant still down by 3 houses.
He is having a good time.
Rick's-
Having a great time.
Yeah, for sure.
That jersey is definitely matching his personality. Needs a big score on the 16s. And he gets 7 of them. The Rick looking less and less ironic
Huge.
with a capital Y. Brandon Parker has some work to do now. Only 3, and the frustration is because, well, door's open a little bit. Kevin has options.
He surely takes at least the attempt here, right? Yes.
Sure does.
Yes.
Don't forget about the 15s, though.
No.
I think you stay there and close the 18s.
I don't think it's a bad call.
Yeah.
You stay there, close them. You still got the upper ground on the 16s now. But
After the commitment, you kind of have to do that.
yeah.
That being said, this is a very doable spot to gain control.
To counteract this, but that's a blocker dart. That is a blocker dart, Sean.
That's crisscross applesauce right there, and he still fits it in on the last dart, which is impressive. And that was a big dart. It forces a 6 out of Rick. And every time, he is talking straight to the person who just threw. Every time, he's saying something to Price.
Round 14.
Right now, this match is on RT time. Or RT time. Or RT. Rick time.
Yep.
He sure is deliberate.
And we're invested in this leg, folks.
Oh,
So
I mean,
we're
100%.
checking it out.
This is wonderful.
We're not just gonna hop ship in the middle of this leg when that one's just starting out. There's
Well,
no
honestly,
way.
but this is fine.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
he's throwing at his pace, which is very smart to do. And look at Brandon. Immediately attacks the 16s, gets it closed. It's way off of where he was looking, which is why he's frustrated by that. But he knows at the end of the day, he did his job there.
Yep.
He just wanted it to be a cleaner job.
Good question here. Hey, guys, why do U.S. players tend to wear hats or caps so often? Just a culture thing, I reckon. Exactly it. I mean, we grew up playing baseball. A lot of the men do. Let's be honest. Baseball is a very popular sport at a young age, as well as football and other stuff. But yeah, baseball, really big thing. Wearing a cap all there, and a lot of us continue to wear caps throughout. Whether we're a lot of farmers here, a lot of jobs that you're allowed to wear hats. So just kind of used to it. Definitely more prevalent here than overseas.
Right, and then the real reason is because we're all self-conscious of our balding.
Yeah.
And so hats are how we counteract that.
Well, for you folks that are wondering.
Which is why it's so impressive to see Kevin without a hat on.
Here's just a little peek of that match over here.
That's a decent one.
A very decent. Very decent. As well.
Maloney McCoy and Luke Milk. We saw Maloney McCoy lose early on, so they've been battling on the loser side back. Boom goes the dynamite from Kevin Luke, though.
Nope.
Or from Brandon Parker. Whoever it was. Last
was
leg decider here. Best of 3 legs. Where on the bracket is this match? Do you know?
It's 5th, 6th.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty much all in the same
I
position
had
here.
Access to Ryan's computer, but now he stole that. So
I went ahead and I made it available for you here as well.
Appreciate you. I didn't want to touch that because that's where all your work was.
You're good.
Last thing I need to do is make me pay for a computer.
I'm going to be honest, folks. This one's been a little bit tougher. We're in a closet with 2 outlets. No, 1 outlet. So we've been able to
We
make
do have
do it.
plenty of hangers, though, if anyone needs any.
Yeah, if you want to bring in a coat, we have
They're nice.
plenty of
We're
space.
selling them. $1 a piece for a hanger.
Yeah, we're on identical spots. So this is actually a 4th place match for the pro.
Perfect.
And then a 3rd place match, and then your final. So still left in this pro bracket is, of course, this match here. Or on the other side, Luke Milk, Maloney McCoy. Winner will take on Eric Bobzine and Tim Eisner, and then your king seat holders, which is Spellman and Watt.
Your wife's in the chat, says, bring me home 4 hangers. Well, you better pay him $4 then, because there's no family discount. Just kidding, Hannah. You can have whatever you want, as long as you continue to be mean to Will online. All right. Jason Price. 19s will be the start. Last leg decider here in the 4th place match of the open doubles, which honestly at times has been very similar to the pro division, and then at other times you see the inconsistency and the scrappiness that will take place in this level sometimes.
Exactly. It looks like Kevin Luke and Elliot Milk get the 1-0 advantage. Travis, we're keeping an eye on it, brother.
Yep, for sure.
We'll keep you informed.
Right.
Don't you worry. One board camera makes it a little bit difficult,
Yep.
but we'll be hopping in between both and letting you guys know. We understand we're going to miss some darts. It's going to happen.
We've seen all these guys before. It's
There's
fine.
also 40 other boards in the room that we're not seeing, so just to let you know.
And Sassy Will segment brought to you by...
Will Stewart, you're welcome.
Yes, sir.
Every once in a while you got to.
Absolutely you do.
But I also understand. It's a good match.
Great first start from Rick. Stays up there. Does he close the 19 here? He should. I do like how much he enunciates his words with his mouth, so you can know exactly what he's saying. For you lip readers at home, it was, well, it starts with mother. And you can fill in the rest. Dearest. There you go. Good job. All right. Mr. Price. Going to have some work to do. He might have to attack the 20. He does not choose to do so, even though he had the 9-point lead. Kevin takes a deep breath, steps up. 20's first. He's going to stay there.
Big darts from
Ideally.
Big darts from Bob McCoy, 9 mark over there. Gets him out in front by a substantial point. So, are we set for a 1-1? You see frustration setting in here.
His expectations are not just to hit, but to, if you're going to miss, the miss needs to be a lot closer than that. And he also knows who he's playing. And he also knows who's coming up next, and it's the Rick. Settles in. Gets the points. Is he looking? He tried to look.
Got the advantage now.
All right. Jason Price, chance here. Trip 18 is an ideal first start, and then you just close real quick on the other two. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was weird.
Yeah, registered.
Two marks happened. I don't know what just happened there. He's getting a little sassy. In a good way, though. He's fine. On the other board, it looks like we're going to go to the last leg decider there.
Yeah, so we're going to jump on over for that last leg decider, but this one still playing out as it is.
Yep, battling hard.
So Bob should get the bull here.
There it is. So, Maloney McCoy. Luke.
Yeah. Yeah.
The laugh. Oh, that was good. Going to last leg decider. Here is the diddle. He is not happy with that diddle because it bounced out.
We'll do the old board adjustment, and we'll keep you updated on this match, folks.
And that was round the out.
Rick and Kevin took a pretty good chunk of the lead there, so we'll see if they can hold out for that win.
Okay.
But there's your little update. But, yeah, this is a last leg decider here, folks, between
this is the fourth place match?
Yes, fourth place match on the pro side. Kevin Luke, Elliott Milk, Mike Maloney, Bob McCoy.
Will the missed bowl from Maloney on the diddle be the difference? So far, so good on that happening. That is a very, very, very solid start from Kevin Luke. And only a
Opportunity arises for Milk. Yeah, and as mentioned, Kevin and Rick have now a 4 house advantage, so that should be finishing up here on that one. So, told you we're going to try to get both matches as much as we can, and I think
featured
good points to jump in there, folks. Is
the real McCoy. That is just outside the treble 20. And that would have been a big, big moment for Maloney and McCoy.
And as I say, it looks like we got a little dirty air, so bear with us. Hopefully we can go back to true form. We'll see. We have been battling that one. Rick and Kevin do get the job done.
And look at this. Hulk smash. Boom goes the dynamite. Mike Maloney. Answers for the mistake on the bowl. Diddle.
Come on, hamsters. Don't let me down.
Keep on running.
Yeah, keep on running. Get back up
Keep
there.
on moving.
There we
Keep
go.
on moving.
There we go. Just get it back into action. Had to wind the wheel for him to get back in. Knock on some wood. We'll be okay.
So far as see what happens, guys.
Yeah.
Bear with us.
Yeah, we do apologize, folks. I mean, at this point, we've maxed out what we can potentially do to make things work. So, it is what it is.
It's in a higher power's hands now.
Yeah.
Big darts from Kevin Luke, and he gives out a big roar.
Yeah, big.
8 mark.
I about said smash there. No.
Well, that would have been.
That'd have been bad.
That's a great answer from Maloney.
That is a really good answer. A 7 mark will be just enough to give him that lead, but a big triple here from Milk gives him an opportunity to look.
That left a lot to be desired on the first 2. Those are miles out for him on the triple 18 that he's aimed at. Yep, and that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. By the way, we are hiring hamsters if you want to apply for that job. Oh, the real McCoy again. Back-to-back wires for big 9s. And can Kevin capitalize again? Unfortunate last start there. Is it the Boom Goes Wisconsinite jersey?
Heck
Mr.
yeah,
Arrowhead
dude.
back there?
You're darn right.
Shout out, Dan. Boom Goes the Wisconsinite. I have to get it for him.
Yeah, there's been a lot of Sugar Shane, when he's not wearing the hoodie, eventually he'll put back on the Boom Goes the Wisconsinite jersey, but those things have been able to sell. Kudos to you, Sean.
No, kudos to the wonderful design team and Jen Mounts over at Magic Wear and A to Z for making those look so good that people have to buy them, no matter how annoying the catchphrase is.
Well, they're going to start getting my catchphrase on there here in a minute. Answer.
We did talk about that last night, and I think that's a good idea.
Ryan.
Just got to figure out how to say it.
Ryan called me out for that one.
Yep.
He says, your best comeback was answer. I said, what? He called me out for my Danny Anson match when I beat him in cricket at AirCap. He hit me with a 9 mark. I hit him back with a 9 on the 20s and said, answer.
There's Kevin Luke.
Wow.
Boom goes the dynamite. And you could hear that roar from here. He's not usually that animated, is he?
Oh, no. He gets after it here and there, but that was definitely a roar.
Maloney keeps on trucking. Gets the point lead back. Only 23 points, though. Let's see how Elliott decides to play this.
And, Justin, we did give an update on that match throughout. Kevin and Rick pretty much hit a big shot right when we turned over, and that was pretty much it. They ran away with it after that. So
Kevin and Rick.
Yeah, great timing on that one for us to chop on over because this one's been a good back-and-forth battle. Round 10 right now, and that's that could be a
that
big
last
miss.
start could have been huge if it was in the bowl.
That's a big miss because 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, and Kevin, now he's got to go back to points. And that's not enough to add an extra bowl. So Maloney with winning darts here. Not anymore. He's got to stay now. There's no reason to go after the 16s or 15s. He wanted more.
And our dirty air is back, so of course. We may not be streaming mixed doubles tonight, folks, just so you know.
Yeah, and it's not because we don't want to. It's because will
chuck my computer.
Yeah, he'll break some stuff.
I'm going to break some stuff tonight.
It's been one of those days. Don't want to wake up.
Yeah.
The internet sucks. Here we go. Bob, the same opportunity, only it's a bit better. 16s? 15s. Boom goes the dynamite Bob McCoy with a roar. Steals it at the end. What a last-leg decider.
And, of course, he's going to give a roar. When Kevin gives him one, he's going to give him one right back.
But that was a huge time. I don't think that was anything but just visceral.
What a massive 9 mark from Bob McCoy to win the match and guarantee himself at least a third-place finish in this pro doubles bracket.
Bob McCoy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to
welcome to what
the world.
Welcome to what Bob's been doing for the last 8 months. Just phenomenal
Bob's world. We're just living in it.
Yeah.
And so we're going to take a short break, see if we can clean the air in the room. So don't go anywhere. Sean Green, Will Stewart, back with more action right after this.
Yeah, Sean just farted. We got to clean the air. No, I'm just kidding.
Ridiculous.
Let's see if we can get this internet fixed, folks.
Breaking soft tip news, Windmill has announced a string of American player signings, including PDC superstar Jules Van Dongen. You've known about Leonard Gates, of course. However, we also saw Mike Maloney, Rick Hensey, and Garrett Rakowski, who are prominent soft tip players. Not to say they've never won anything on the steel tip side, but they are renowned for their soft tip accomplishments and dominance in the US. And for you folks overseas unfamiliar with these guys, just go on over to our YouTube page at USA Darts, type in their names in the search bar. We have dozens of great matches featuring all 5 of the new Windmouse sponsored players. You will not be disappointed. It is astonishing to see 3 sponsorships that are soft tip leaning by a major darts brand with over 50 years of experience in the industry, not to mention the Blade 6 being the board sponsor for the PDC. So if that doesn't answer the question, why do people play soft tip? I don't know what else can. We totally understand how the UK folks might not get it and just don't realize how popular soft tip is globally, but trust us, we at USA Darts Production literally make half of our living streaming soft tip events and the other half streaming steel tip. You don't have to like or respect the soft tip side, but at least be aware. Soft tip is obviously beloved by enough people who truly enjoy participating. And now players are getting signed by Windmow. I can't wait to see what's next.
The new FitPoint Plus CC conversion points. The CC in the name stands for carbon composite, which is a material that is very durable yet very lightweight, close to the soft tip plastic points you're used to throwing. They come in 2 available lengths to choose from, the shorter 25mm and the longer 30mm. They feature barbed tips that help to prevent bounce out, very aggressive at first, versus being made smooth and wearing out to virtually nothing. So you can speed up the smoothing process by taking sandpaper to the barbed section. Here's a quick comparison of a brand new set versus a set used in a few games. When these were brand new, we noticed they pulled up fibers from the dartboard, so we recommend throwing at unpopular numbers. The left side of the board, definitely not the bullseye, treble, or doubles. They include a FitPoint Plus tool to loosen and tighten them. Couple that with a set of O-rings and you're darn near guaranteed a secure fit. That can
All right, well, I know we're kind of jumping around here, but we're going to try to hold true until possibly the end of this open doubles or pro doubles. We'll find out, but kind of already talked to Jeremy, see what we want to do for later, and we'll find that out here in just a minute. But we're going to try to hold true and give you as much coverage as we can. I am, at this point, more than irritated in the internet, so I can't apologize enough for that, guys. Some things, I guess, are just out of your control, and, you know, we've kind of looked into some of our own surfaces and whatnot, and it's going to cost a pretty penny, but maybe it's just something we need to do now, so we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Big 6 mark from Tim as he'll be looking to resurge from that last performance. Didn't perform his best in that 3rd place match, if we're not going to lie. I do need to get a score line going. Let me go ahead and get that scoreboard going. Sean will be joining me here in just a moment. I'm sure he just stepped out trying to get some stuff done. There we go. So it looks like you guys will be stuck with me for just a moment more. We try to figure out who's going to head to our finals between Alex Spellman and Jason Watt. Once again, this is your 3rd place matchup here in your pro doubles cricket division. Need to check on the women's. We haven't seen a women's matchup here in a minute. That's kind of irritating. I need to make sure we get those ones up here. And it looks like they're in their 4th place match as well. Liz Tynan and Abby Spot taking on Lisa Yee and Shay Cole. Winner will take on Julie Weegar and Taylor Thaxton. And then your queen seat holders are Olivia Terry and Paula Murphy. I'll go ahead and turn that down for you. Go ahead there, bud. Yeah, good stuff there from Mike Maloney. 7 marks it for the 380 to 327 advantage. What? Oh, no. What is going on? What are you guys planning? Are you streaking, Sean? No. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. I know you got hopeful there that Sean. No, but I can turn you on now that you're done talking.
I'm hooked on a feeling. No, Skylar Bell Richards actually doing a really cool TikTok montage of the entire event. It's actually really, really awesome what she's doing with it. So,
okay, cool.
She wants to get a Boom Goes the Dynamite in there.
Oh.
For some reason.
Okay. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was being planned there.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So, it's always about you.
Well, maybe we'll share that content onto USA
that'd be
Darts.
really cool.
That would be really cool. So, maybe repost it on our TikTok because we do have a TikTok as well,
and
folks.
it's very popular.
Well,
it's weird that I'm
yet,
I'm TikTok famous without even knowing it.
Not as popular as people think, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
Nope, I already saw that I'm popular. So you're never gonna tell me otherwise. The real McCoy, who
he
gave out a lion's roar.
Well, he said he apologized to Elliot and Kevin, and everybody was like, "Why'd you do that?" He's like, "Well, I just never get emotional, and I gave it a go there." And I was like, "Kevin gave you a go in front of you. I would have given him a go too."
Yeah, and again, like I said, that means that was entirely visceral and had no ill will towards it whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just a jerk.
Damn right.
Oh. Eric gets that double bowl on dart 3, but this definitely is the driver's seat of Eminem.
Yeah. Janelle, we know it's unfortunate circumstances, but we're just trying to make it through these doubles matchups, and I guarantee you, it's been a frustrating one. I'm happy that we had no issues in last night's Booyah Cup finale.
Absolutely.
Really.
Yeah, the only thing that anyone can do from this point is just
pray.
Yep. Higher power, whatever
Please,
you pray
God.
to. If it's the Dark Gods, that's even better because right now they're the ones that are making this decision, I guess. I don't know what either of these 4 players. I'm going to guess it was Maloney, but I don't know what they did to deserve to have the internet cut out. But
Well, Will's about, 30.
Well, there you go. Tim Eisner. Boom goes that Wisconsinite.
Yeah, big shot there. But, I was just saying 30 seconds from just jumping off the Fountain Banquet Hall here.
First floor, though. Good 7 out of Mike Maloney. I will tell you this after watching what Skylar has coverage of. Fun fact, John Pilgrim actually jumps both feet in the air when he throws a dart. And you can see it perfectly clear in slow motion. And the Wisconsinite's starting to heat up a little bit.
I'm telling you, they're a dangerous duo because they know what each other want to play and how they want to go about their business. They don't really need to talk much, to be honest.
Look, let's call this what it is. If you are consistently one of the top dogs at Whammo in division in level 1, that says something. No matter how much you travel or anything, that field, those tournaments are so difficult, and that's how we know them.
Yep.
So
I did say yesterday, your first 4 divisions can compete with each other at Whammo. There's no denying that. A Division 4 player can beat a Division 1 player. It's just incredible how much talent there is up here.
And a lot of that is just opportunity is plentiful, and the people are also amazing to hang out with. That people actually want to do that. That's a smart dart on dart 3. gives a potential opportunity to his partner, although Bob's going to make that opportunity go away here real quick, maybe with a 9 or a 5. But now Tim has to point, or yep, go with the 15s. Big dart. Well, now it's a horse of a different color. And it almost evens out if Maloney white horses. And that's exactly what he shot at.
He was gunning for it. Goes for the double 20 over to the 16s.
Gets rid of one of the wedges and gets the point lead back. Did exactly what he needed to do. Eric needs more than that. And Bob, with a tie ball game, it's not smart for him to go for the close here, just because there's already one bull. So there's only 2 needed from Tim. But he's pointing away. And he gets 6 of them.
Yeah, good 6 mark. As it keeps them just out in front.
Yep.
Just under a 100-point advantage for them.
They just keep hanging around. Alligator blood, these ones. And we saw that. They came from behind to win the last match. With a big bull trip from Bob McCoy. Maloney had to bail after the first and second dart. And depending on the next couple of seconds, this might be the end of the stream for me by them. They scare me. Janelle asking, will we see you guys at Whammo this year? Well, you'll see the GOAT, Mr. Will Stewart, at Whammo this year. And look at this, Tim. Ooh, took a stab to really take full control.
Apologies, we are aware for the dirty air, folks. We'll get that hopefully kicking back up in a moment.
And there's the Maloney double.
Yeah, he goes for that double 19, big 8.
The people love it. And that's a huge last start from Eric. Just to stay just out in front, but this is starting to get a little bit more doable for McCoy and Maloney. Just keep doing enough. One big round, though, is all that's needed.
Yeah. Yeah, good triple at the last. 4 more.
Needed it.
Yeah, you really needed it, because if you only hit a single, you're in a detrimental. And
Of them, and again, just applying more and more pressure to the Wisconsinites, asking them questions. And Eric up for the challenge right now. He can always go to the 15s here. But he's going to move over to the 18s and drill it. What a big dart. But Bob's going to do Bob stuff. And that's a 9. Big dart from Bob McCoy. Bob's showing a little bit more swagger than I think he's even used to doing. He feels good. You okay? Look at this. Mike Maloney takes control right back. And now this is a tough situation for the Wisconsinites. Winning darts, not anymore.
Just coming up with a backup plan just in case.
Yep.
We may, just kind of depending on how the choppiness goes, we may resort to record at a later time. But, you know, we're trying here, folks. We're trying to figure out what we want to do. But we're going to keep this on for right now to at least finish off this match. Maloney, McCoy, Bob Zine, and Eisner.
This is for the match, and what a battle back this has been.
Oh.
Could have been. I stand corrected. And this might go into last leg decider. The Wisconsinites gifted one there from Bob. And when you're getting a gift from Bob, it's so rare that you really have to take advantage of it right now. Trip. So in the 16s. He fired that really quickly, and it goes high. And Maloney now needs 116 in a bowl. Bullseye. And Mike Maloney and Bob McCoy win it 2-0 over the Wisconsinites. A great battle, but Maloney 6-1-3, the difference maker.
Yes,
in that
it was. Yeah, big stuff there from Maloney and McCoy. We'll take the win. So we're going to decide what we want to do here. We may keep it on for this doubles final and record at the same time.
Okay.
And, that way we have something to place out on a later date that's not going to be choppy, because at this point we've kind of are at our last ends for what we can do.
Because we know it frustrates you. It's not the product that we want to put out.
It's 100%, and it's not watchable.
Right, and we want to put out the best product for you and for the players. And we can't do it with something that we can't control.
And we're chopping again here. So, I mean, honestly, I think we're just going to go ahead and shut down the stream and record this match, folks. And I don't want to do that, but I also don't want you guys just sitting here watching choppy BS.
Yep.
Let's be honest. And I'll say that because at this point I'm just irritated.
Yep,
so
I get you.
I do apologize, folks. It's one of those things that you never want to deal with as a streamer, but it's unfortunate this happened with this event. I know Jeremy's he's been working hard this weekend, and that's the last of his worries that he wants to have happen, but it is true. So I don't want to do it, but I think we're going to do it. We're going to go ahead and shut down. We're going to record this match, and I'll try to get it out as soon as I possibly can for you guys to watch for this pro final. But, yeah.
All right.
It sucks, but that is what it is. Yeah. Sean, I knew you're going to be headed out here soon. Do you want to say anything to anybody here?
I just appreciate you guys watching along all weekend. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you to all of the people that have said hi to me in the venue this weekend and shook my hand and introduced themselves. And I love seeing all the old friends and new friends that I get to make. It's been amazing. So, Will, thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to work with you, no matter how much I say publicly. Thank you so much. And huge shout out to Ryan Mooneyham, who killed it as always.
Yep. All righty. Well, I think we're going to record this one, and we'll place it out there for you guys to enjoy here in just a moment.
Appreciate everyone.
Yeah. Maybe I'll hang tight here and just see what happens. But I think it'll be a record and put out there.
Well,
so
we're gonna stay if we can stay, and we're gonna not if we're not. So all we want to do is put out the best product we possibly can, and we know that you guys don't want us to do that. And a lot of people are saying don't stop the stream as their votes. So maybe
if you guys want to watch, I mean, I'm not gonna be happy with it, but we'll go ahead and keep it on for right now. I'll record it in the background, so at least we have a watchable feed that I can repurpose later, and we'll try that. And it may be more tasking if I try to do that, but we're gonna try.
We're gonna try our best, and so we're gonna take a short break and game plan all of that and make sure that we come up to the right decision for you guys specifically. So don't go anywhere. Sean Green, Will Stewart, back for more action, hopefully right after this.
Well, hello once again, everyone. All righty. We kept it on. We kept it on for you, as this is our finals of the Pro Doubles Cricket event, as we've got Mike Maloney, Bob McCoy taking on your king seat holders, Alex Spellman and Jason Watt. And let me tell you what, Jason Watt has been putting on a display today on the board. Bob McCoy, Mike Maloney has made a run here on the loser side to get to this point. So what kind of performance are we going to get here is the ultimate question. William Stewart here alongside will be Ryan Mooneyham. Will be Sean Green here in a moment. Ryan's already bid us adieu as he travels on back to Springfield, Missouri. Looks like our third place match is going to be up on the streaming board next to us for the women, as we'll get Liz Tynan, Abby Spott taking on Julie Weger and Taylor Thaxton here soon. Good 7 mark from Jason as they find themselves in a stranglehold of this leg. There you go. Spellman with the leg win there for the 1-0 advantage. Just needing one more leg to take the title here in Pro Doubles Cricket. Another big shot for Spellman. Big 9. He just continues to perform, and Spellman's been doing his due diligence, but I said earlier, Jason's been playing well in the dominant force from most of the matches we've seen on the stream. Almost choosing not to play today is the funny thing, but here they are. Now in the finals, guaranteed a good chunk of money. Good chunk of money. $730 for first, $550 for second. Not bad. Not bad. Sean?
Worth the time, that's for sure.
I'd say worth the couple hours investment.
What's up, brother?
Oh, you know.
They just got going, and, I keep worrying about the internet issues and stuff, and I like that they see us rolling, and they're not hating.
Yep, and there's a little dirty air right there, so I'm
But
glad
the air keeps riding dirty.
I'm glad that we're recording this one so we can put it out for post-production later. So
Bob McCoy keeps throwing dirty darts. Yeah, we're doing the best we can.
Yep.
And you are recording at the same time?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep. We are recording, so we'll put this out later for you all to enjoy with no choppiness or anything. It is unfortunate, but it's something you battle with here.
If we don't
with the streaming side of things.
If we don't announce that anymore, it's because we're recording, and we don't want to have that on the record the entire way.
Yep. Yep.
On the archive, so to speak.
Yeah, I hate you so much, Sean. Why'd you do that to me?
Because you have to send this out. 7 mark from Mike Maloney.
You son of a...
1-0 Spellman Watt. They are the king seat. This is looking like it's going to last like decider for sure. And the story of the tape from Maloney McCoy is scrappy, scrappy, scrappy. Stay in the leg, keep putting pressure, and eventually, when the crack occurs, finish it off.
there's a big double.
5.67, Bob McCoy. 6.0 from Mike Maloney. And we're going to a last leg decider. If Maloney McCoy win, guess what? We're treated to another one of these. If Spellman Watt win, it's all over. And then the ladies will be showcased on the other side of things. And it looks like it's going to be Maloney McCoy with the advantage early on as they get the start. Hulk smash. Stepping up.
Yeah, big advantage with the start. As you've seen what the last leg provided with that advantage having the first go, and starts off with a big 7.
And Alex Bowman just said, come on, right before he shot these darts. And these are the moments where you're going to see the best out of these players because the focus intensifies. They just go to a different gear when they need to the most. Which is why a lot of 7.0s lost last night in cricket. 7.0 pluses. Sorry. And yes, Alex Spellman does have a phone case that has been phone case. Leather, old school. Exactly how Alex really is.
Well, is that a door opener here? It looks like it. Maloney can take a shot at the 19s if he so chooses.
It very well could be. It very well will be. Big 9 from Alex Spellman, the Jackal. Boom goes the dynamite.
Huge shot there for him.
And this is going to be one of those nuts things. It's only a 5 mark. Jason Watt, who's been hot so far all day, and continues to do his thing. Big 6. I don't know if you can see back there in the background. I know everyone's watching the foreground, but the family of kids back there throwing darts on the board, and that's awesome to see at any dart tournament.
Yeah, it is. Anytime you get some kiddos in the mix and enjoying some darts, it's good because the younger we can get them invested, the better our game is in the future. Maybe they retain and kind of play throughout. Maybe we can have our own Luke Littler, which we may have one already.
Listen, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to put anything like that on anyone. But we saw a lot of potential this weekend for some
up-and-coming shots.
Yeah, that you're going to, if you didn't know about them before, and you would be if you watched the match, but also you're going to hear about Liam Musser and Mason Sasser, of course Tyler Hensey, for a very long time in the community, hopefully. Only a 4. And that's a flyer on the dart, too. But takes out the high ground anyway. 20 points back. Spellman straight to the 17s. Staying. And that's a 9 from Spellman. The Jackal trying to finish this off in style. Back-to-back 9s. See?
Huge stuff from McCoy. Back-to-back.
See if Watt can answer as well. First dart, very important. That's a good dart.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Wow.
Still finds it.
Way to hammer in that
A
last.
wire away from another 9.
Hey, way to hammer in that last, because if you didn't hit that one, you're definitely looking at another set.
This is one of those where they're just doing their thing, and it's just fun to watch. Big 5 from Spellman. The last start has been very important from all the last 3 rounds. Is he going to take a stab at it? No, there's no reason to. Higher ground. Yep. Stays up there, gets the 7. The last start, the last 4 rounds has gone into the triple, at least.
We'll attack the 17s. Okay, got to stay there.
Yep. And this could happen for a while, guys.
Very
At
well
the same
could.
time, they're so close to being able to take a stab at each other's numbers that it might not last that long.
And look at Maloney's taking a look now.
Goodbye. Back up. 9 mark, Mike Maloney. Boom goes the dynamite. Hulk smashes in a 9.
Fantastic 9 mark there. Look at these averages. 6'2", 6'2", 5'2", 5'17". Identical stuff.
The only difference right now is higher ground versus lower ground. And that 7 mark does not get the point lead. The real McCoy, 18s first, or does he take the stab right away at the at the 16s? 18s first. Staying. Looking at the 16s. Two wire widths away from really putting less and less in doubt. And Jason Watt is going to be asked to do a lot right now. If he can do it. Stays there, gets 7, and we're over 1,000 points scored in round 12.
Wow.
And Mike Maloney is going to obviously do the same thing with his first start. Yep. Staying. And staying again. Because higher ground. The beautiful thing, guys, this would literally go on forever, endless. There's no round out.
But Spellman's looking for 6 here, and it won't happen.
Nope, so it's going to be points. And I bet this goes in the triple to keep the lead. No, that one's the first time. That has not happened in a while.
And now Bob can 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And then we've got potential set here.
Start on the 18 still. Looking straight at the 16s. Goes fat, which is a very reasonable shot in this moment. 2 fat 16s. Megan, they do not. I didn't even see your comment until now. How about opportunity to really take a look? Maloney double? It's Maloney double time, if anything, right? The math makes perfect sense. The math doesn't make perfect sense, but
yeah,
who cares? Just do it anyway. Maloney double. He knows what the fans wanted. Spellman just gets rid of the honey pot. Bob McCoy, 3 bowls away from sending this to a double dip. And I have a feeling the ladies are going to start if that happens.